Hi folks, County Line Gardener here with you. Hey, I told you in the last video we're going to make a little bit different video this time. It's a cooking video or canning video, whatever you want to call it. But we're going to make some blackberry jelly. Show them these blackberries, hon. We're awful proud of these. We started as a blackberry farm. Look at the size of these things. They're huge and they're so sweet. Oh, they're just delicious. Okay, now first thing we got to do is, like I said, we're going to make blackberry jelly. We got 5 pounds. 5 pounds of blackberries. We'll make about 7 half pints. Show them these here half pints. These are the pretty jars. I only bought 8 of them, and I really like those, but they're a little pricey. But here's what we'll use for the ones here. Anyway, we'll take these 5 pounds of blackberries, dump them in the pan here, saucepan, pot, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, I think I mentioned there's 5 pounds in here. That'll make about 7 half pints of jelly. Okay, we're going to bring it over here to the stove. Okay, we got it heated up. We're going to heat it up and get it mixed up a little bit. Let it heat up a minute. While I'm doing that, I'm going to add a half cup of water. Half a cup of water, just to help it get started. Okay, and we're going to let it warm up just a little bit here. And okay, we can start mashing. We're going to use the good old tomato smasher and bring it up here and show them what I'm doing here. There you go. There you go. It's tedious. It's a tedious job. The warmer they get, of course, the easier they're going to be to mash. And we'll bring this up to a boil. Okay? Then we'll go on from there. So I know you don't want to watch me do this because this takes a few minutes. So we're going to go ahead and mash these up, bring them up to the boil, and I'll be right back. Okay folks, we're back. We got it up to a boil. And as you can tell, I've just about got them all mashed up. Not all. So we're going to let it sit here like this. It's been boiling for a couple minutes, so that's good enough. What we're going to do, set her off. Try to get that thing as clean as you can. I can't stress how this blackberry juice can stain things. You have got to keep things clean. Clean it off just as soon as you use it. We've got a bowl here full of water. We're keeping it wet as we can. Now we're going to use the. Okay. Now we use a cup. Anything will work. Anything, and drop it down that colander. Easy. Yeah, it's a messy thing. You can't hardly keep it from splashing. There you go. Hard to do. And it's draining. It's draining down. Can't hardly see it, but it is. Okay. We're going to get our pendle. I think they call it that. I'm not sure. And here's how you do it. It's made that way for a reason. It just mashes it up real good. And it extracts all the juices. The juices go below, and it catches all your seedlings, seeds and everything else up here. Okay. Thing works great. Thing works great. I bought this at a local farm store. This, well, I don't even know what they call the thing, but it like 34 bucks, something like that. Okay. Okay. Get it draining good. We're gonna put some more in there. Okay, do some more. Okay, I'll tell you what. As soon as I get all this extracted, I'll be back. I'm sure you don't want to watch all this, so I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we got it. Got all that separated, and we've got to heat it back up now. Get it up to a boil, and we'll add the pectin. We can't add the pectin until it's boiling. Okay, well, I've been corrected. We add the pectin now. Okay, add the pectin now and then stir it in. Okay, now here's what I always use: the Sure Gel, fruit pectin, dry. That's important. Use the pectin that's a powder. Don't use the liquid. I used the liquid a couple years ago. Well, I've never had any luck with liquid pectin. I guess I'm doing it wrong, but I just prefer the dry pectin here. So we'll pour that in there. Okay. Now, we'll warm that up. Well, let's see. And stir this up. Stir this in and bring it to a boil. The pectin's not really difficult. And after we get the pectin stirred up, and we bring this to a boil, we'll be right back. Okay, folks, we're back. We got this going to a nice boil here, even when I stir it. I think they call that a rolling boil. It's time to add our sugar. Okay, now we had four cups of jelly juice, so we add in 4.5 cups of sugar. I know that sounds like a lot of sugar, and it is. Well, it is for me, but that's what it calls for. That's the way it's always been done. But anyway, I can't stress how important it is to stir this jelly in after you get the sugar in it, because if you don't, it'll clog up and you'll taste it. You'll have it. It feels like a little, I don't know, tastes funny. You don't want your jelly to be crunchy. Okay. Alright. We're getting it ready here. We're about ready to wind this down and put it in the jars. Like I said, I've already done one batch of 7. And that's about what I got out of the 4 cups of jelly juice, blackberry juice, 7 half pints. So you can figure 5 pounds of unprocessed blackberries will make 4 to 4.5 cups of jelly, which in turn makes 7 half pints in jars. I try to, a lot of the recipes I get online, I see online, I get a lot of them off of YouTube. They don't tell you that. Sometimes they don't tell you that. I'm pretty sure, but I'll tell you again if I didn't first time, that when I started pressing down and mashing these blackberries, I added a half a cup of water. Okay? Well, we're going to get this up to a big rolling boil, and we're going to wait a minute after that, and we'll get back to putting them in the jars. Okay? I'll be right back. Okay, folks, we're back. Don't get it too close there, it'll foam up the lens. But we're bubbling. She's hot, and it's been doing it for you. Want to let that boil. When you bring it back to a boil after you put the sugar in, let it come up for and boil for about 1 minute. Okay? We're going to let that simmer down there just enough. We're going to bring it over here. Okay, it's not too hot. You got to be kind of quick on this, because I'll tell you, folks, that pectin doesn't fool around. It'll firm up in no time. Okay. Now like I said, I got one of these little flat ball jars. I love these things. It's the only one I got. I got the rest of them already used. Put them in the jars. Always leave about 1 inch of headspace. Okay. There we go. There's one. There we go. Thank you. There we go. Had to change jars. Okay, how about another jar there? Got my cameraman busy here. Okay, like I said, you gotta get these quick, because that pectin sets up. This stuff is so good. So good spread on a biscuit or toast in the mornings for breakfast. Man, I can't stress how well it smells. It just brightens up the whole house, actually. Okay, well, that's it for this, I guess. I think you folks all know how to put a jar lid on, things like that. So, I can't think of anything else. I might come back and show you what the end results are here in a little while. But for now, we're going to close her down, and I'll be right back, okay? Hi folks, County Line Gardener back with you. I just wanted to follow up and finish up on the Blackberry Jelly. We ended up with, well, let's see here, wait, 14. Actually, there was 15 half pints of this. I've already given one away. A brother-in-law come over and I gave him one to take home. Family always give away to the family, but when I got these in the jars, I wanted to tell you, put the lids on and the caps and everything. Then I water bath them, you know, with the big tank for only 5 minutes. It just helps seal that cap down. And, but you know, it's only for 5 minutes. And it's 10 minutes for jam. I don't know the difference, but that's just what I've understood. So, got my kitchen mostly cleaned up. That's part of the rules around here. If I mess it up, I clean it up, which is only fair. So, I'm gonna back out of here now. And I don't know what'll be next, but looking forward to the next video, probably August garden update, I don't know. My tomatoes, today is July the 4th. Happy 4th of July to everyone. Just wanted to, got my tomatoes. My tomatoes are finally starting to ripen, and I finally, after 4 tries in this wet, soggy soil, I got my green beans to come up. And I have grown fall green beans before, and they were better than the green beans I planted in May. So we'll see. These are going to be kind of both, kind of in between summer and fall green beans, and they're coming up great. I just had to wait for the soil to dry out. It's been awful here. Been awful here. I think in June, out of 30 days in June, I think we had something like, it was something like 17 days of rain, which is unheard of. Well, everybody's in the same boat, so we'll see. But just wanted to let you know about the jars. Just 5 minutes on the water bath, and take them out, and then they'll ping for you. Okay? Oh, you can eat them right away if you want to. I'm going to have some after a while. So this is County Line Gardener saying bye-bye for now.